Morning, Steve Lentini, Lord and Lentini, training for life and the best, getting better. Today I want to talk about, in the minute to win it, buyer's remorse, and to give you some ideas on how to deal with buyer's remorse. And buyer's remorse is when people make a decision to buy something and then they leave the store or they leave your office or they hang up the phone and they think, what did I just do? What are some of the obstacles or some of the things that could come back to haunt me about this decision? So those thoughts creep into the buyer's mind, and then you get this. You get a voicemail or you get a call that says, hey, things didn't go as planned and we're not going to move ahead. Or you get a voicemail that says, hey, we've changed our mind. Or you were told to call on Monday to finalize the deal, and you get voicemail jail. You get no return call, no answer, and it's because you didn't cement the deal to begin with. So here's a few ways to do that. I can remember inviting somebody to one of my training classes, and they had to bring a deposit check for $15,000 and to pay for the training for their crew for the year. And this guy was excited about it, and I said, do you want to come to a training? He said, yes. I said, great, why don't you come down here and here and here? And he said, okay, I'm coming this afternoon. So there were signs that he was very excited. Then he came to the training, and at the end I said, okay, so how are you feeling about signing the contract? He said, I'm ready. He said, in fact, I brought you a check. So he handed me the check that was folded in his pocket for the deposit, and I gave it back to him. I said, why don't you think about this a little bit and then get back to me? Are you sure you want to do this right now? And he took that check out and said, yes, I'm totally 100% on board. And I took the check. So I took the risk to push back a little bit, because if it's going to be no, when do you want to know? When do you want to find out? And if he had decided to keep the check and say, yeah, all right, call me tomorrow, let me think about this, I would have said, all right, so you just said that everybody was in and you really enjoyed the work. What's going on? What is your thinking about the hesitation? What's behind that? And we would have had a discussion about it. So push back a little bit. Push back the PO. Slide it back across the buyer's desk. The check, the deposit check, the pay in full check. You sure now? Have we covered everything? And people will tell you in the moment. And like I said, when do you want to know? If it's going to be no, you want to know right away. All right. Have a great week. That's how to deal with buyer's remorse. Thanks.